a strong Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They go play action with Richardson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Ravens. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Ravens coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. On the return, here's Dallas Flowers. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
On third down, here's Richardson. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. On first and 10, it's Hall. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Richardson. He's got the connection to Cooper. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one.
A 26-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So no problems at all on that one. And there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To about the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's second down. You look at this Colt defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
3rd down and 13. Jackson now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 105 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
He was taken down by Clark. A gain of 15. 1st down, Ravens.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won't.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Indy set to go on offense once more. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted, They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
And the Ravens first down.
Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Flowers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And you see the last drive, great chunky yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Richardson looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 17-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
In motion left, Flowers. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Fielded at about the 28. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the half. Richardson looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This is Hamler on the receiving end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Option play, here's Hall. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Richardson to throw off play action. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Hall again. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Hall on a give up the middle. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Richardson to the air on 1st down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd down, here's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. George Kittle, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Baker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 43.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive man or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the back end.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to, just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 168 yards rushing for it here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Hall. Fights him off. A gain of 11 that time, and it goes first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards there, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, Richardson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson now. It fights him off. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
Jackson, options out left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Jackson.
the 11-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make the play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
And 7.
Now Richardson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Hardman on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-21. A minute 52 to play. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10. Connecting with Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throwing, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. Jackson to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Jackson's throwing in the hands of Pickens. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here comes 2nd down. Now Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real carry.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now here come the Ravens. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen? And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 44-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its...
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
So for the Ravens, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And